prize purse up for grabs this week. 216 million of that heading to the winner of the 44th KLPGA Championship. Well, here's a lady who is the highest ranked player in the Rolex women's rankings in the field this week, Kim Hyo-joo. Went out in 2 under par 34. Already picked up a win on the LPGA Tour in Hawaii at the Lotte Championship just about a fortnight ago, but that one not up to scratch for a player of Hyo-joo's caliber. The 26-year-old leads her playing partners Hyun Kyung and Hae-ran. But 5 under par sets the mark through the morning wave, at least, of day one. Downhill lie to negotiate for Kim A-lim, the U.S. Women's Open champion. Her first start of the KLPGA season this year. She's at 3 under. And all right. 30 feet away.
KLPGA 최고의 역사와 전통을 자랑하는 크리스 FNC 제44회 KLPGA 챔피언십의 막이 올랐습니다. 지난 1978년 출범해 한국 여자 프로골프의 장대한 역사를 함께한 KLPGA 챔피언십은 당대 스타 선수들이 거쳐갔던 꿈의 무대로 모두가 참가하고 싶어하고 또 우승을 열망하는 최고의 대회입니다. 올해는 어떤 선수가 영광의 우승컵을 차지할지 무척 기대가 됩니다. 골프 팬 여러분께서는 큰 격려와 박수로 또 선수들에게 힘을 실어주시고 화려한 골프 축제를 마음껏 즐겨주시기 바랍니다. 선수들 또한 멋진 샷과 환상적인 플레이로 응원에 보답할 것이고 또 본대회의 성공적인 개최를 위해서 노고를 아끼지 않으신 크리스 FNC를 비롯한 모든 관계자분들께 진심으로 감사의 말씀을 전하며 저희 KLPGA 또한 대회 의상에 걸맞는 최고의 환경을 조성하고 본 대회에서 KLPGA를 이끌어 나갈 많은 스타 선수들이 배출되도록 최선의 노력을 다하겠습니다. 감사합니다.
It is a championship steeped in history and tradition, the KLPGA Championship, the 44th edition, taking place this week at Ildong Lakes Golf Club, just outside of Pochun City. Inaugural edition played all the way back in 1978, won by the great Han Myung-hyun. Winner last year and the year before, Hyun Kyung for a birdie at 10. Led the KLPGA Tour in the putting statistics category last season. Very proficient with the putter is Park. Just the par. Will keep her 1 under par for the championship. 132 players teed it up this week in search of major championship glory, and 216 million Korean won to the winner. Kim A-lim bagged just a couple $100,000 more than that for her victory at the US Women's Open a couple of years back. Is to get within 1 of the lead. That would look good. Rolling towards the hole, just forgot to hit it. Players making the trip over to South Korea to tee it up in this championship. Kim A-lim stays at 3 under par. Of course, we also have Kim Hyo-joo and even Jung-eun Lee 6, the former US Women's Open champion, who opened with a 73 earlier this morning. Now Hae-ran trying to get off the mark here. This for birdie at 10. Bogey in her opening hole. Oh, and so close to starting her back 9 with a birdie 3. Only dropped 2 shots all week long at Kim Hae-gai en route to that victory at the next Sensate 9 Masters, the last of which coming on the 72nd hole. She'll remain level par through 10. Now Hyo-joo Kim. major championship that has eluded her. The KLPGA Championship. She's off to a solid start here at Ildong Lakes on day one, although not going to threaten the hole for a birdie 3 with that effort. Coming off that victory at the Lotte Championship some weeks ago, lots of confidence. Cho Ayan, well, 96 meters left. She's at 3 under. That unmistakable pink golf ball of hers is going to nestle itself about 15 feet pin high left of the cup. Former winner, Lotte Rent-A-Car Ladies Open. Cho Ayan, now Hugh to tidy up for a 4. Okay, no problems. 14 titles on the KLPGA Tour, 6 of them majors, 2 of them coming last season. OK Savings Bank Seri Park Invitational and the Seokyeong Ladies Classic. The only title on this player's CV last year was this one, KLPGA Championship. Park Hyun-kyung to stay in red figures shouldn't be a problem, and it won't be. History on the line, but so much golf ahead for Park Hyun-kyung. We'll get it right at some point. Kim Hee Lim and Jung Lee 6 trying to figure out. There it is. And what do we call that? The absence makes the heart grow fonder situation. It's only been a week since we last saw Choi Ye-rim nab a top 5 finish last week at the Nexen St. 9 Masters. She's in the hunt again now. Cho Ayan to get to 4 under. Oh, just peeled off on the right-hand side.
나이스 파.
It is a good par. Keeps her 3 under the card in the company of Lee Chae-Eun-tu and Lee Ga-young this afternoon. But it's Kim Soo-ji and Park Hye-jun who lead the way with opening 67s from the morning wave. Lee won, the big standout star, the teenager from last week at the Nexen St. 9 Masters, in the clubhouse with a 68 alongside Ha Min Song here on day 1 at the KLPGA Championship. Good to have your company Thursday afternoon from a glorious Ildong Lakes. Kyuju slipped on the downswing at the start of the downswing. That's not going to stop it from catching the down slope, skating past the balls of Hei-ran and Hyun-kyung at the par 4 11th. Have another look at this. There's that nice wide takeaway, and right at the top, just a little change in direction. Smooth transition. Just watch that right foot. Let's see if we can spy anything on it. Yeah, right there. It's about 2 frames ago. Just that heel kicking back a fraction. But does well to save it at the bottom. Holding that club face nice and square through the ball. It's an adage in professional golf. It's not how good you hit it. It's how good you miss it. And she's missed it just about as good as Hei-ran and Hyun-kyung have hit it. And we saw last week and through the first couple of events of 2022. So nice to have the crowds out in force once again on the KLPGA Tour. It was a cheerless return to the next Sensei 9 Masters for the defending champion. Park Min-ji had to withdraw after opening round of 73. Went out in 33 today, but a 3-putt at the 10th. Dropped her back to 2 under par. That one's not going to get to the hole at 11 for last year's Order of Merit and Points season champion. In all fairness, she had a slow start to 2021, as well did Park Min-ji, so she'll chuck a marker on that. To another former next Sensei 9 Masters winner, Lee Seong-yeon, putting down the hill for a birdie at 14. Come on. Oh, that's nicely done. A great birdie will take Seong-yeon to 3 under par and share of 5th with the likes of Cho Ayeon, Kim A-lim, and Ko Ji-yu. Opportunity for Lee So-mi to get to 2 under par. We saw that a lot on the Nakdong 9 at the next Sensei 9 Masters. Just can't seem to get those putts to drop. Open with a 66 last week. I just kind of spun her wheels for the remaining 54 holes. Now A-lim Kim, a hole ahead. Looks to be trying to get it awfully close to the front edge of 12. One of the longer hitters in the women's game is not going to be able to get home in 2. This very long par 5 12. Still got a good wedge game, and that's what you need if you want to contend week in, week out. Min-ji missed one from about this length at 10, so there'll be some thoughts running between the ears. This for par. Okay, confidently stroked in for Park Min-ji. 6 wins in 2021, including the Korea Women's Open. Looking for more of the same in 2022. Now, Ayan on the 13th with an 8 iron. Pin today, smack in the middle of the green. She had the number dialed in. It's just going to release on past the flag. That's okay for Cho Ayan. A great view of the back of the 11th green, looking back up towards the fairway. If you catch that little speed slot like all 3 players in this group have, gives you a far shorter second shot to this slightly elevated green. Great look at what faces Park Hyun-kyung here. These players are going to be playing off a downhill line, which does make the ball want to just squeeze to the right. Pin on 11. Pretty central. Smack in the middle of the green. This one starting just right of it. Well done. Good shot from Park Hyun-kyung. He's in excellent position to find a birdie. picked up her 5th win last week in Gimhae. Nothing missing from that already impressive young career's resume is a major title. She's not going to win one if she hits shots like that from 130 meters. It's going to be okay. Finds the putting surface. It just hasn't looked settled so far on Thursday afternoon. Heyran. Let's see if Kim Hyo-joo can keep her footing here. Longest of the 3 tee shots and a much flatter lie than her playing partners. Lowest finish in her 4 starts, the KLPGA Tour last season, 30th at the BMW International. 2 wins and a 6th place finish for her, and 26 left. She likes to look at this, and why wouldn't she? That is very nicely done from Kim Hyo-joo, the world number 8. With pretty much a guaranteed 3 that would take her to 3 under par. The HSBC Women's World Championship in Singapore, about 14 months ago. Look at this. One of the great swings of the modern game. Compact at the top, so much speed through impact. Got the numbers worked out just right there. Allowed it to release out a good 15-20 feet. And that's a birdie that's going to take her to 3 under par. Now, just out of the left rough here on 12, Yoon Ina. 95 meters remaining. And 95 meters covered very nicely by Yoon Ina. 18-year-old celebrates her birthday in a couple of days' time. What a birthday present this would be for her. She's got a great grouping here, playing alongside the former US Women's Open champion Kim Hae-lim. Trying to work it off that slope. Okay. 2 good looks at birdie for Ina and Hae-lim. A look at a birdie is what faces Cho Ah-yeon, although not a very short one. Coming down that hill, moving to the right. Get a great roll. The previous green, another good roll there. It's been a solid start through 12 holes for the former Rookie of the Year. Dong Lakes Open all the way back in 1995, co-designed by Kim Seong-hak Kim and Kim Hak-young, a pair of KPGA legends, the former president of the Korean PGA. The point standings right now, Yoo Hae-ran comfortably out in front of Park Ji-young, but so much can change in this 30-event 2022 season. We're only done with 3. We've crowned 3 fantastic champions already. This, the most recent, and the leader on pretty much every major category coming into this week. The money list, the points list, the Hazzies points list. Yoo Hae-ran looking to get into red figures for the first time this week. Just running out of speed. He's one of only 5 two-time winners on the KLP, multiple time winners I should say, on the KLPGA Tour last season. Hae-ran in the season-ending SK Telecom Open Championship. Now, Moon Jung-min one of the rookies on tour this year. Off to a sluggish start today, 3 over par. Chance to get one of those shots back. Nicely done. Look at that rotten start that she had, but she's battling back bravely. Back to 2 over par goes Moon. Seems like a lifetime ago she was a rookie on the KLPGA Tour. Turned pro back in 2018. Took a pair of titles in 2020. That's carrying a bit of heat. Not going to take the break for Hyun-Kyo. Very close to winning the first 3 majors of 2021. Outdealed by Park Min-ji at the Korean Women's Open. Narrowly losing out to Jung Han at the KB Financial Group Star Championship at Blackstone a couple of months later. Now Kim Ae-lim for a 4 to get her to 4. Yeah, you can tell. They willed that one in. A nice birdie indeed. 3 players at 4 under par, just 1 shot back. 2020 US Women's Open champion getting up to that mark as well. Now Hyoju. Just to clean up her 3 to get to 3 under. Well done. Brilliant execution with that second shot. The simplest of birdies. And a couple of the big names in the field running up that leaderboard Thursday afternoon. Now Yun Ina to get back to level par. And get back to level par she will with the first birdie of her championship. Nice playing from Yun Ina. No doubt going to be learning a lot from her playing partner, Kim Ae-lim. Back down the fairway, or the right rough, I should say. Park Min-ji. Not going to get home from 282, but certainly going to get a little bit of release out of the right rough here. And down it goes, bounding down the fairway for Park Min-ji. So many eyes on her this season, seeing how she would back up that history-making, record-breaking year she had in 2021. Somi. Also a multiple-time winner last season. Yeah, right alongside Park Min-ji on the par 5 12th. Up to 13, and there's a Maserati Quattroporte up for grabs for anyone who manages a hole-in-one. 9-9 required for Kim Ae-lim. Oh, straight over the stick, but like Cho Ayan's, can't get that one to hold. Just trickles on another couple of feet. That sneaky suspicion. 143 meters with some of the best female professionals in the Korean game. That car could be in serious danger come Sunday afternoon if it's not already gone by Sunday afternoon. Look at this. She was asking it to come back. It wouldn't. She has a birdie look in a couple of moments to come. Look at Moon Jung-min. Make herself a pair of nice wheels here. Nicely played. Just inside of a more experienced playing partner. Player in this group. Turned pro last year and won a couple of titles on the Dream Tour. Oban event and won at Torbist at Phoenix Country Club. And won the Dream Tour money list last year, so that got her onto the KLPGA Tour. Already 17 million Korean won earned this season. 5th on the Rookie of the Year points race. And that's even better than Moon Jung-min's. So the rookie's inside of the veteran here at 13. There have been some great groups to watch out for here on day one. No doubt the marquee threesome is this one. Park Hyun-kyung, Yoo Hae-ran, and this player, Kim Hyo-ju. Hasn't played since a triumph at the Lotte Championship in Hawaii. Showing no signs of rust at all. 3 under par. Again, just doesn't look settled. That transition, like she did back on 11, absolutely dissects the fairway at the par 5 13th. Now Hyun-kyung, not quite as long as Hyo-ju. Certainly just about as straight as anyone. She knows the strengths of her game, keeps the ball in play, doesn't make many mistakes, doesn't make many mental errors in the golf course, and she's a fantastic putter. You don't win this championship 2 years running if you don't have all the qualities of a world-class player. Yeah, Lee So-mi, like Hae-ran, just missing that major championship on the resume. 82 meters left. Pins all the way in the back today at 12. And that's some delightful spin control from Lee So-mi. 4 titles to her credit. Pair of them in 2021. Choi Ye-rim just coming out of the rough. It's not as bothersome with the back hole location. Don't have to worry about this spinning up too quick. 73 meters left. Oh, and she's played an absolute stunner there. Remarkable amount of spin she managed to generate from the thick rough. So there are birdie opportunities coming up for Hae-rim and So-mi. Park Min-ji can make it a hat trick. Seong-yeon, a couple of holes ahead. Perilously close to the front edge of the green. But she's played another wonderful wedge shot. Lee Seong-yeon underneath the hole. Another good look at birdie. And 3 great tee shots from the group of Yoon Ina, Moon Jung-min, and this lady, Kim A-lim. At 13, it will be Kim A-lim first to play. 9th year as a professional. Has 2 wins on the KLPGA Tour. Best finish at the KLPGA Championship was 5th. Some years back. The last win on the KLPGA Tour came at the 2019 Queen's Park Championship. She's another one of those players who made their start in the professional game in South Korea on the Dream Tour. Four times on the secondary circuit back in 2015. Moon Jung-min, and she's got the 1 win on the Dream Tour. Came in July last year. This is A-lim. She'll just move to her right. Coming back up a slight hill. Down at the start, back up at the end. She's done it again. Of course she's done it again. A-lim Kim. US Women's Open champion, ties the lead at 5 under par. Clubhouse target set earlier. Reigning Height Jinro champion Kim Soo-ji. There's a major champion in A-Lim Kim, who's just equaled that mark. Another look at that birdie too at the 13th hole for the 2020 US Women's Open champion. Now Minji for her birdie at 12. Uphill putt. Oh, well done. Gets back to 3 under par, picks up that shot she dropped at 10. A little bit further back down the fairway is where you'll find a good friend and former teammate on Team Korea during amateur days, Park Hyun-kyung. Poke it down the fairway, keep it in the short stuff, maximize your spin control. And as she's done, plodding her way around the golf course. Now, it's 1 in. Can Moon Jung-min do the same? I think it's going to turn that much for Jung-min. Rookie season on the Dream Tour last year in July. Hyoju. Yeah, much smoother transition there, but a very similar result. Down the fairway and past Park Hyun-kyung's.
저 연미예요.
Always loves coming back to her home country of South Korea. Kim Hyo-ju. We love having her back. Choi Ye-rim would love a birdie here to get into red figures. Yeah. Simple as you like. Choi Ye-rim, the 26-year-old. Second birdie of her day into the top 30 and more importantly into red figures here on day 1 at Ildong Lakes. Yeah, Lee So-mi. These are putts that she cannot afford to miss for her psyche. It's a great wedge shot. This for birdie. Nicely holed. Never in doubt for Lee So-mi. Picks up a second circle on her scorecard and gets her to 2 under par. Well, Yoon Ina, last year's Dream Tour moneyless winner. Left to right slider to match Kim A-Lim's deuce. Just a touch too firm for Yoon Ina. Heyran, the current moneyless leader. Stuck on a couple of iron shots this afternoon, hanging them out to the right. Oh, nothing stuck about that. Well played from big Yu Heyran. And Lee Seung-yeon deserves a 4 after that great wedge shot. No, left that putter face open, and unfortunately it's going to be a disappointing 5 for Lee Seung-yeon. She's in the company of Kwon Seo-yeon and An Ji-hyun. Kwon last week's runner-up. Hyun-kyung, nice angle, full 95 meters left. Should just be a stock wedge. And like Heyran, beautifully controlled. Something you expect with these girls, wedge in hand or short iron in hand. Time and time again, seem to hit it inside of 10, 15 feet with remarkable ease. Now, Hyoju hit a bit of a loose one from 86 meters on the 10th hole. Actually, it's a pretty similar yardage here, 83 meters. Very low hands at address, not much club face manipulation. Yep, that's more like it from Kim Hyo-ju. Underneath the hole, chance to get to 4 under. Highest ranked player in the field, living up to her pre-tournament billing. Somi. Great look from up above on this 13th tee. And another one rifled straight over the flagstick. Conditions have been brilliant so far on day one at Ildong Lakes, and Kim A-lim, courtesy of a 5th birdie of the day coming at the par 3 13th, joins Park Hye-jun and Kim Soo-ji, who are back in the clubhouse with their feet up after opening 67s this morning. It's a colourful cast of characters in contention here on day one at the 44th KLPGA Championship. Yeah, nicely done from Yu Hei Ran. Gets into red figures for the first time this week. Lead currently 5 under par. Held by 3 players, one of them out the golf course in the form of Kim A. Lim, Park Min Ji. With this birdie opportunity up the hill on the 13th to try to get within 1. Okay, good for pace. That's interesting. It didn't quite swing back to the right as I think we all thought that was going to. Par keeps her 3 under par for the championship. Hyun Kyung for a birdie of her own. Get to 2 under. And like So Mi in the group ahead, just feel these are the putts that have to go early doors for Hyun Kyung. Just lacked a little conviction. She worked so hard to craft chances like that. It's a real momentum killer when you can't make the putts drop. But a par, there's that 1 under par total, no damage. So Mi. We know this putt. It's about a cup outside the left edge for a birdie to get it to 3 under. That looked a bit. Oh my, that did not look like a very good stroke at all. Almost like a short backswing and a little stab at it. Watch this putting stroke. So smooth. Keeps good acceleration through the impact area. Well done. Back-to-back birdies take Kim Hyo-joo within 1 of the 3 at the top. It's been a very business-like opening dozen holes to this championship for Kim Hyo-joo. So Mi. Okay, no problems. Well, there's a Maserati Quattroporte up for grabs, so why not have a look at what the players have to conquer? The 134 meter par 3 13. It's over water, but really for these 132 players in the field this week, that's not going to be a bother. The bunker at the front is. It's a deep one, and there's a little shoulder that comes out the other side of it, pitching everything away from the front edge of the green. The pin today cut pretty much in the middle of the green. 20 from the front and 21 from the right. Really going to toss this one high up in the air and have it land very softly. Stick this close. 9-9 out for Hyo-joo. Certainly launch it. She's eyeing this one up. Okay. How you do it. Pitches it on the downslope. Inch perfect distance control from Hyo-joo Kim. Could be 4 at the top in just a couple of moments. She's dialed in on day 1. Hey run. Only in red figures. And like Hyo-joo, she's got enough speed to be able to generate that compression. Put lots of height on this. Just have it come down nice and soft. Just on that downslope of the shoulder. Second of the KLPGA Tour in par 3 scoring average. Just tugged a fraction, but that's fine. It's a pin-high miss again for Hei-ran, who's been all smiles so far in 2022. Hasn't finished outside of the top 5 in the first 3 events of the year. 4th, a 3rd, and a win last week. Hyun Kyung only missed 1 cut in 2021. That came at Lotte Championship at Bears Best Golf Club in Cheongna. Picture of consistency is this young player. Tell you what, she's got that launching high in the air. Oh, and just gonna grab a piece of that bunker short of the green. The wind catching her out a fraction. She's got her work cut out for her now. It's not going to be a walk in the park from that front bunker on the 13th. Now to one of your 3 tournament co-leaders, trying to take the lead by herself. Kim Lim down the hill and moving to the right. Just outside of 30 feet. Oh, she couldn't possibly hold another one, could she? Oh, goodness me. It was a fantastic effort. And had a look, didn't fancy it. It's going to be a par. It preserves a 3-way tie atop the leaderboard. And back on the tee is Lee So-mi. She's capable of opening up those shoulders and unwinding here. And the hand's a long way forward at address. She's trying to get this one to chase a little bit more. It's just getting hung up in the rough. Finishes in the left half of the fairway. Just a fraction unlucky that didn't pitch in the fairway. Kick forward, get another 10, 20 yards of run. Now Minji's another player who can really move the ball in the KLPGA, on the KLPGA circuit. Likes to play a little baby draw.
Okay, shot.
That takes a squirrely little kick into the right rough, but that's okay. Leaves her a nice angle into this left toe location on the 13th, on the 14th, I should say. Up on the green is Moon Jung-min for another birdie. Oh, center cup. Well done, Moon Jung-min. 4 over par through her first 3 holes. She's got it back to 1 over par through 14. That is some resilient display of golf from the KLPGA Tour rookie. Got to get a good one away here at the long 15th for Lim Kim. And I think that qualifies as a good one. It's going to scamper on down the left half of the fairway. Overturned a 5-shot deficit in 2020 en route to that US Women's Open Championship. Now Hayran for back-to-back birdies at 13. Good roll. Doesn't drop. It's a safe and steady par. The old adage in professional golf, you can't win the championship on Thursday, but you can certainly lose it. Hayran in a solid position through the first 13 holes at 1 under. A whole lot of golf to play this week at Ildong Lakes. Somi from the left edge of the fairway, slightly below her feet. 130 meters left, but this pin's kind of in a little bowl here. So there are some slopes you can use to feed it to the hole. It's a bit unlucky. Took a big kick off that downslope, but it leaves Lee So-mi with about 25 feet. Trying to find a birdie. Now Minji, first cut of rough, but much better angle. She can aim this 20 feet right, just sling her little patented draw in. Oh, just pitched a little dead at the front edge of the green. Doesn't kick on. Not a troublesome spot to leave yourself. Now Hyun Kyung splashing out of the sand to here, so this for par to keep her at 1 under. Gonna move from left to right and then just die back the other way as it gets to the hole. That's a real unforced error. 8-iron in hand, elevated par 3, and to walk off with a 4. And those are mistakes you cannot afford to make when you're chasing history like Park Hyun Kyung is. So second drop shot of the day for the defending champion. Hayran just going to tidy this one up. The marker would be in Hyoju's way. So par 3 will keep Hayran in red figures. In a couple of moments, Kim Hyoju is going to have a putt to make it a 4-way tie at the top. Still got a touch of movement in this, but it's a flat-ish putt from where she's putting from, so she can afford to almost hit this dead straight with pace. Sometimes those putts are the hardest because your mind just wants to see a little movement one way or the other. So, straight, firm for a share of the lead. Simple as you like. Bang, bang, bang. Kim Hyo-ju takes a share of the lead here on day 1 of the 44th KLPGA Championship. Amidst all the excitement, Cho Ah-yeon, well, this would be to get within 1. Wonderful third shot to this point. And it's a wonderful birdie that takes Cho Ah-yeon to within 1 shot of the 4-way tie at the top. It's only Thursday, but the cream really is rising to the top. Park Min-ji is only 2 off the pace, pitching from the front of this 14th green. It's a pretty makeable chip. Get up and over that little shoulder. Everything will collect to the hole. Settle down, settle down. Yeah, good positive little chip and run for Min-ji, but she's left herself another one of those putts. She's holding them with ease throughout the course of 2021. The going hasn't been quite as smooth to start 2022 for the reigning KLPGA number 1. Let's have a look at the par 4 14. Plays uphill ever so slightly. really do need to get a good tee shot away here. Keep it up the left-hand side. The fairway kicks from left to right. And one bunker up the right-hand side that must be avoided, although you don't think too many players are going to be straying into that this week. This uphill tee shot. Once you find that fairway, it's a slightly elevated second shot as well to a green that is protected by a couple of bunkers up the left-hand side. So any pin on the left half of the green, particularly in the front left as we're seeing today, you can't quite see the surface of the green from playing your second shots in the fairway. It's got a couple of little humps and hollows, this putting surface on 14, but the pin today cut in the front left section in a little bowl, 11 from the front and just 8 from the left. So, your newest tournament co-leader with the honor. See if she can keep that right foot planted on this swing. Certainly can. Is that going to kick back? Yes, it will. Okay. Find the fairway. You're certainly staring at a birdie opportunity, particularly with that front left hole location this afternoon. To the lady she shares the lead on the golf course with, Kim Hae Lim. Well back in the stance from 204. Certainly can get it there. Chase one on. Just a touch unlucky. Carried it all the way pin high, but it's going to go releasing onto the back of the green. And my, that's a bad break. Some of the worst rough at Ildong Lakes around that drain cover. Interesting to see if she gets relief from that, because it did scamper on another foot or so away from where she'd be assured relief. We'll get to that in a minute. Now Hyun Kyu, how does she respond after that second bogey of the day? She'll respond by doing what she does best, finding a fairway. Yeah, nicely done. Just past Yoo Hae Ran and a good 20 yards behind Kim Hyo Ju. Look at the great players that have etched their names on this illustrious championship. Ji Hai Shin, Jang Hana, Lee So Mi left to add her name to that piece of silverware. This for birdie at 14. Is it going to stay up? Is it going to stay up? The answer is no. Incredible defense of her Lotte Rent-A-Car Ladies Open Championship at the start of the season. Just finishing second to Jang Soo-yeon that week. Min-ji. Much of a title defense after day one withdrawal last week at the Nexen St. Nine Masters. A little bit of cleaning up to do for a par to keep Min-ji at 3 under. Yeah, well done. Center Cup for Park Min-ji. Inside the top 10 at 3 under par. Far cry from where she was on day one last week at Gim Hae Gaya. The first major championship of the year. And these are the number one players in the respective categories. Hae Ran leading the points list and the money list. The wonderfully talented Lee Yi-won, courtesy of a great finish last week at the Nexen St. Nine Masters. Leader on the Rookie of the Year points race. Now, Hae Ran. First to play into this 14th. Not for the first time today. She's going to leak an iron shot out to the right. It's going to try and get a little help from that slope. Oh, it's going to work out fine. I guarantee you she wasn't trying to play that shot, but she'll be thrilled with the result when she gets up to the green. Kyung. Is she going to try to take it straight at this flag, or is she going to try and use a couple of the contours on this par 4 putting surface to work that ball close to the hole as Heyran did? There's 2 peeling off to the right. Oh, is it going to come back? No, that's going to sit on the top shelf. A bit unlucky there for Park Hyun-kyung. A couple of feet shorter, that one works its way back down the slope. So a tricky little putt down a slope remaining for Park Hyun-kyung. Now Hyo-joo. With great speed comes great compression and plenty of spin. That leaves a wealth of options here. Working off the slopes to try and fly it pretty much at the hole. Pitch it a couple feet short on 2 hops with spin. Try and pull the string and stick it near as she did on 11. It's the same shot she played at 11. Will it yield a similar result? Dialed in on day 1. Kim Hyo-joo. She'll have that for the outright lead. Looks like Hae-Lim Kim did get her drop. And playing a very nice pitch shot there. You saw the huge swale to her right. She had to toss the ball up into, let it release back to the hole. Well played. So 2 chances for Hae-Lim Kim and Kim Hyo-joo to get to 6 under par. The target this morning set by Kim Soo-ji and Park Hye-jun. Their opening rounds of 67, but that target coming under immense pressure from the 50th ranked player in the world, Kim Hae-Lim, and the 8th ranked player in the world, Kim Hyo-joo, with both having birdie opportunities to come in a couple of moments. bit unlucky to be putting from this upper level of the 14th green, Hyun Kyung. We did see Kim Ae-lim almost hold it from a very similar spot. Down the slope, then moves right. And that's really got no chance for Hyun Kyung. Never quite got that far enough to the left. Should be a par for Hyun Kyung, but level par just not good enough, especially when you've got players like Kim Ae-lim on the golf course looking for a 6th birdie of the day. And she'll have it. Kim Ae-lim putting together some opening round here at Ildong Lakes. Great up and down from a tricky spot at the back of 15. For the moment, she's one clear at the top. Now, Heyran with this left to righter to get to 2 under. That moved the other way on her. So just the par. And in a couple of moments, Hyo-Joo Kim with the opportunity to tie Ae-lim Kim at the top again. Now Minji on 15 should be able to get home from here. 234 meters. Right draw. Now, got a little high on the face and just gonna finish in the first cut of rough, making distance control that much trickier. Now, you'd back out a hole this, wouldn't you? Kim Hyo-Joo to tie the lead again. No mistake. Look at that, 4 in a row for Kim Hyo-Joo. She has the lead with Ae-lim Kim, and tell you what, if this continues throughout the course of the week, we're going to be in for some showdown at the first major championship of the year. Park Hyun Kyung, she hopes she's in with a chance Sunday afternoon. And with that par, she now trails by 6. 4 holes to play here on day 1. She'll go out early tomorrow morning for day 2 action. A day where we'll be able to watch the likes of Chung Lee 6, Chang Hana, Park Ji-young and company. It's all about Kim Hyo-Joo and this lady, Kim Ae-lim. It's a bit the best driving day. You see, they only hit 4 fairways today, but only missed 1 green. Looks to be a fairway hit. Settle down. No, that is gonna, looks to be slipped through into the rough. Won't bother her. It's not going to bother Hyo-Joo Kim, who will definitely be able to get home in 2 should the winds allow it on this short 15. In the wind. It was rather blustery at the Lotte Championship in Hawaii. And that one just wiggles into the right rough, and we saw Park Min-ji, the group ahead of them. There's Park Min-ji, 300 yards further up the fairway. Little pitch this. I'll tell you what, she made that look a lot simpler than it was. Brilliant hands from Min-ji. Doesn't want to get left behind. So it could be said for Park Hyun Kyung. Languishing, if you can even say that, back at even par. 2 birdies and 2 bogeys on Thursday afternoon for Hyun Kyung. It's going to get a little run. All right, so Hyun Kyung safely down this 15th fairway. Let's have a look at how the field have progressed up the 15th hole here on day one. There's two bunkers very well placed. 229 to get to the one on the left, 228 to get to the one on the right. You can avoid those traps. The green in two, certainly within the realm of possibility for a number of players. Seeing it up at the 44th KLPGA Championship this week. But for Liso Me, just catching that greenside bunker. Got an okay lie though. We'll get it up and over this lip fairly quickly. Oh, it like Park Min-ji is going to leave herself just inside of 6 feet for a birdie. Show you rim, you see the third player in this group, also with a decent look here, but from the front of the green. And rim and Park Geol, they were locked in a great duel for share of third last week at Kim Kaya. Rim just bogeying her final hole to drop into a share of fifth. I did pick up a nice check. Show you a rim. She's banked a couple of those in her career so far. Turned pro back in 2017. And picked up 317 million Korean won last season to finish her 20th on the points list. Chance to move to 2 under. Any conviction with that birdie attempt. So the 23-year-old should remain at 1 under. Moon Jung-min playing in the group with Kim Hae-lim. Pin there on 15, cut in the front section. Oh, but another very nice wedge shot. Downwind, hard to get that much spin on it. Moon Jung-min will have a chance to get to 1 over par. This is to get to 4 under for Park Min-ji. Beautifully holed. She's starting to stalk them with confidence. And that's ominous signs for those who watched her dominate the KLPGA Tour last season. Hyunju. She's a lot further back than I thought, so I'm sure she can get the front edge of the green here. It's turning left in a hurry. It should. Looks like it's just nestled down in the rough a fraction. We saw Park Min-ji get up and down for birdie from there, so it is possible. So it takes some crafty wedge work. She wants to keep that birdie string going. Currently working on 4 in a row. Now Hyun Kyung definitely won't be able to reach, so just the layup for Park. Right half of this fairway with your layup. That's just down the left half. All right. It's been a very ho-hum day for the defending champion. Now, Liso Mi to get into the top 10. This for birdie. We said it at the previous par 5 12. Got to make these if she wants to have a chance come Sunday. She's making them so far on Thursday. Another birdie will see Lee So-mi up to 3 under par into the top 10. Couple of holes to go. Now to one of two players at 6 under. Kim Hae-lim just out of the left rough. Cut only 7 paces from the right edge. So it's not a terrible angle and only 83 meters left. Perhaps caught a bit of a flyer there, and it's going to release on to the back part of the green. Yeah. Only missed the one green today, despite having only hit 4 fairways for Kim Hae-lim. Heyron. I suspect she'll be able to get 233, maybe just in that front trap. She hammers this. Oh, it's off to the right. She's going to come up just short of the right green side trap. And again, it's gotten away with it. It's not a terrible angle to be pitching from. So-mi on 16. And that fairway kicks a fraction from right to left. On the middle part of this fairway does kick a little to the left. So he's one of only a handful of KLPGA Tour players who enjoys hitting a little squeeze fade under pressure. It's also because she sets her hand so far in front of the ball, it's easier to sort of stay on top and cover it. Turn through with the body, compress even a driver. Little snap. It's going to find the left rough for Lee So-mi. Not disastrous, actually, with a hole cut on the right section of the green. Not judging that live. If you like Kim Hae-lim and you catch a bit of a jumper, you could be putting from up above the hole. Down it comes. Start moving to the left. Okay. Well, I had the pace worked out, but oh dear, yes, that is a little 6-footer to stay at 6 under. Those players at the top yet to drop a shot this afternoon. ENG. Easy to say that every club in her bag was a weapon last year, but this driver created so many chances for her to attack in that watershed 2021 season. It's behaving so far here in the opening round of the KLPGA Championship. Hyun-kyo. Expect this one to be dancing around the flag. And dance it will. Bit unlucky to have so much spin with that second bounce, but it leaves her a chance to make a third birdie of day one. See that live for Kim Hyo-joo, just sitting down a fraction. So tricky to try and judge how that club is going to react with the grass, how the ball's going to come up off it. She want to fan this face open and play this with a little bit more body rotation and less hands. Smart shot, you could say. What you don't want to do is get cute with that. So dump the leading edge into the ground, come up short in that bunker. So past the pin she goes. Gives herself a look at birdie, albeit one from about 30 feet. It would be for 4 in a row. Now Heyron, again, good break here, coming up short of that right trap. Just has to carry it over that mound you see. Everything will kick to the hole. lost that club face a fraction, but it leaves her, like Hyun Kyung, an uphill look for a birdie. So no real good sniffs at the 15th hole for this featured group this afternoon. Moon Jung-min to get to 1 over par. And we talk about that really rough start that she had. 4 over in her first 3 holes. She's just coming off a bogey at the par 5 15th, which is why she's back at 2 over par. But this would be for a 5th birdie of her opening round. She can make them in bunches. That one in with a bit of pace. Little knee knocker coming back for Moon Jung-min. Hasn't all been sunshine and rainbows on day one for the 132 players that teed it up. Some of the big names: Jung-Eun Lee 6, carding 1 over par 73. Jang Hana with a disappointing 75, and Lim Hee-jung returning a 4 over par 76. Far other spectrum. Of course, just as I say that, Kim Hye-lim drops her first shot of the day. It's a 3-putt that will slip her out of a share of the lead. So Kim Hyo-joo leads by herself at 6 under. Kim Hye-lim dropping 1 back to join the group at 5 under par. That was just that poor second shot. Misjudged the jump coming out of the rough. Now to your tournament leader, Hyo-joo, up and over the rise at 15 for birdie. Well, not going to drop for 5 in a row, but a nicely judged putt speed-wise. And with Kim Hye-lim slipping up at the 16th, Hyo-joo will head to the par 4 tee with a 1-shot advantage. 3 holes to play on day one. It's been an assured performance for Kim Hyo-joo thus far through 15 holes at the KLPGA Championship. It's been a good start to the year, and she's hoping it gets even better as the week rolls on. The only KLPGA major to elude Kim Hyo-joo. Hyun Kyung. This will get the round back on track. This will get the championship back on track. Touch of movement to her right. Fairly flat from where she's putting from. Needs to stay positive. Needs to stay aggressive. This for birdie to get her back into the red. Just when she needed it most, Park Hyun-kyung finds a 4 at 15, moves back to 1 under par. And the view from up above the 16th green, Lee So-mi. They want to do what Kim Hye-lim did here, so find a yardage to the front of the green, maybe another 5 yards on, that's it. Still going to get plenty of release. 149. It's a big knee tie, even for So-mi. She's playing for the flyer. Yeah, and she's judged it very nicely indeed. Good smart shot from So-mi. Leaves herself a chance. Now, Hye-ran for a birdie of her own at the 15th. Just a fraction too much pace for Hye-ran. Minji, middle of the fairway. She can afford to fly it a little bit further up than so needed. She'll get a bit of spin on this. Punchy 9 from 117. On that one, it's a big first kick and it rolls up to that higher back section. Maybe you could make the argument that she'd be better off going with a really hard wedge from there. So now she's got that 40-footer for birdie. Not the most straightforward two-putt. Aaron back on the 15th with a little bit more work than she would have hoped for, coming back for her par. Just still, she keeps her head throughout the stroke. Yeah, well done. Nicely holed. Aaron and Hyun Kyung at 1 under. Their playing partner Kim Hyo-ju, she leads the way by 1. The world number 8, 6 under par, 1 clear of a group of 4 at 5 under. This is a pretty tee shot on the 17th. Kim Lim driving hasn't been up to scratch this afternoon. You need a good one here on the 17th to frames this island fairway. And yes, it looks to have found the very left edge of the fairway. So no problems for Kim Lim. Now Hyun Kyo, can she find a little burst of momentum to finish? Tee shot at 16. Leaning like this is just a fraction right. Gets a nice kick back down the fairway. Okay. Good swing, good result. Another fairway hit. The two-time champion. Minju Kim, the only player. Beg your pardon, only she and Lee So-mi are bogey-free. Top 20 right now. Putting very nicely today. She's missed 4 fairways and a couple of greens. When she's strung it together, she hasn't left herself much work to do for birdie. She's heading more up the middle of the fairway. Inexplicably, it's a little kick into the right rough. So going to be an awkward little angle coming over that front right trap for Hyo-ju. There shouldn't be a lot of club in for the powerful player. Heyran. It's been a bit of a ho-hum day for Heyran. Looking to finish with a flurry in the opening round of the 44th KLPGA Championship. Right, just in the left rough goes the current money list and points list leader. Fans have been treated to some excellent golf. The opening round here at Ildong Lakes. No one's enjoying their time more than your tournament leader, Kim Hyo-ju. Now at the last, this iconic closing par 3, Lee Seong-yeon for a birdie and a round of 68. Keep on coming. Oh, nicely judged for pace. But a tidy opening round of 69 for Lee Seong-yeon. Can leave her inside the top 10 for the moment, heading into Friday morning action. Nice day's work for Lee Seong-yeon. Only blemish, bogey 6 at her second hole of the championship. That's what players face for their second shots into 17. Oh no, Kim Lim's missed the fairway by about a foot. So still just the 4 fairways found for Kim Lim. That ball looks to be lying okay. The only issue is that pin has only cut 7 paces from the front edge of the green. Coming out of the rough, you don't get too much spin on it. If you want to try to sort of toss this one up in the air, you really have to be so precise with your yardages. Land it a yard on, it should skip up. You land it a yard short, it's going to kill in the slope. Only 118 left for Kamele. Caddy said, nice. That's what I was talking about. So hard to judge that distance when you're trying to play that high floating shot. Comes up a couple of yards short of the green for Lim. Now, Minji. Can she work the puzzle of this putt on 16 out? Almost 60 feet away. Easy. Easy ball. Okay. Well, there's work to be done to avoid a second 3-putt of the opening round for Park Minji, who missed the cut in this event last year, just after a next Sensate 9 Masters win. So she was mentally and emotionally drained after that championship victory at KLPGA. Now this is Ko Ji-yu. First look at her today. Couple of birdies, couple of bogeys on the card, but she's 4 under for the championship. And looking to get to 5. That's a very nice shot into the 15th for Ko. Somi, right to left slinger, putting across a little spine here on 16 for birdie. Settle down and ooh dear. A bit under borrowed from Lee So-mi, and like Park Min-ji, there's work to be done for a par. It shows you get a little bit out of position or a little bit too aggressive with some of your putts, and you could have a couple like these for par. So Minji to remain at 4 under, outside right edge. That stays outside right edge. So another 3-putt, another bogey. Park Min-ji slips back to 3 under. Slight cause for concern, that flat stick not behaving quite as well as it was last year. Yeah, So-mi. The good news for So-mi is it's a little bit easier than the putt that Minji had. She's putting straight back up the hill. Minji had a bit of side hill to deal with. Still, notice with Lee So-mi, tends to get a little bit tense. There's a bit of tension running through those forearms. Doesn't square that putter face up from this range quite as well as some of the other players. Leaks a lot of these out to the right, leaves quite a lot of these out to the right. See if she can square it up here. Yes, she can. That's nicely holed. Good momentum saver. Stays clean on the day. Stays 3 under par. Chipping from short of 17, Kamele. Just going to get that to settle down. It's about 4 feet past the cup for Kamele. Doesn't want to drop back-to-back shots towards the close of what has been a very productive opening round for the 2020 U.S. Women's Open champion. Feature group of the day ready to play their second shots into 16. Park Hyun-kyung, ideal spot, middle of the fairway. Started a little bit further left than I think she was hoping. That's going to be left of sensational. What do I know? That was outstanding from Park Hyun-kyung. Perfectly judged shot, pitched it in the perfect spot, rolled round, used the contours nicely, and she's got a chance to go back to back. Now Heyran coming out of the rough. We saw it with Kim Hye-lim, we saw it with Minji. You don't want to go up to that back shelf on the 16th. 29 left, protect against that flyer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, that is going to roll all the way to the very back edge. You thought Minji's putt was long? Almost double the distance of Park Min-ji's. Cho Ah-yan on the closing hole. Looks like she's just outside the bunker. There it is. Got a nice lie on the uphill slope. Just have to stab into the back of this one. Ball should pop up in the air with not much spin and trickle out to the hook. Very straightforward little pitch. Played very nicely indeed from Cho Ah-yan. Hyo-joo. At the risk of sounding like a broken record, don't go long here. Just cover the yardage to the front edge of the green. That's it. Yeah, that's fine. You'd almost rather be there than where Yoo Hae-ran is. Played the smart shot. Took the long miss out of play. Leaves herself a fairly straightforward up and down. For birdie to get to 5 under. Ko Ji-yoo. Ooh. That was boldly struck. Now, Kim Hye-lim for her par. Just a left edge putt. Oh no. Oh no, that is a real unforced error. She was flying around 6 under through 15, but back-to-back bogeys. It's not going to dampen her mood, but it'll slip her back to 4 under par. And now 2 shots behind Kim Hyo-joo, who leads the way at 6 under par. 3 players at 5. Kim Hee-ji putting together some run. Third on the Rookie of the Year points race last season. She's in a tie for second right now, but it's Kim Hyo-joo they're chasing at 6 under par here on day 1 at Il-dong Lakes. And a little back foot pop and run for Hyo-Joo Kim on 16 required. Yeah. So very efficient around the greens is Hyo-Joo. Leaves herself about the same distance that Park Yoon-kyung has for a birdie 3. So you feel Hyo-Joo should stay at 6 under. Oh, but giving it to Yoon-kyung for birdie. Quickly up to 18, and Cho Ah-yan to sign off with a 69 on day 1. Okay. Nice tidy up and down for Cho Ah-yan. Good round of golf. And that drop shot on 16 still signs for a 69. So in the clubhouse at 3 under, into the top 10. Now, Hye-ran. Goodness me. What is this going to do? It's going to go left to right to start, then down the hill, then back right to left and running away from her. So if she gets this inside at 6 feet, she has done remarkably well. Oh, she could go and hold it. Look at this from Yoo Hye-ran. My word, what a putt. Well, she's the #1 player through 3 events this season for a reason. That was expertly done by Yoo Hye-ran. Nicely worked out. To 17 and just out of the right rough for Lee So-mi. Uphill lie, should be able to get plenty of elevation on this one from 122. And it's just gonna stay short of the green and roll off that false front. Yeah, not too bothersome from there. Hyo-Joo should be putting first, because if Yoon-kyung got over this, she'd be standing right on Hyo-Joo's marker. So, inside right edge, just on the right edge for a par. Yeah, no mistakes from Hyo-Joo Kim. Keeps the lead by herself. The breeze has been prevalent, but not bothering the players here at Ildong Lakes. ENG. Just to the middle of the green. Going to get a little help from that slope. Keep on feeding, keep on feeding. Good shot. Leaves herself a birdie opportunity. Now, Hye-ran to tidy up for what would be one of the best 2 putts you see all day at Ildong Lakes. That is a great par. That's a really good 2-putt, and it keeps Yoo Hye-ran in the red. Just 1 bogey on her day. This would be for a wonderful birdie for Park Yoon-kyung. There's a lot of attention. I mean, it does dribble to the left. From this distance, she could keep it inside the hole, play it with a little bit of pace. Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Trying to feather it in, and just was undecided with the line there. With pace like that, she had to be looking, outside the right edge. She tried to hit that inside the right edge, and unfortunately, a brilliant iron shot is going to result in just the par 4 for Park Yoon-kyung. She's going to walk off with the same score as Yoo Hye-ran, who was in 3.5 putt country, where her second shot ended up. That's real disappointing from Park Yoon-kyung. That second shot deserved better. Now to the beautiful closing par 3 here at Ildong Lakes. Not many courses end with a par 3. This is certainly one of the more famous ones. Hae-Lim Kim, bogey 16, bogey 17. A birdie at the last would really bring a smile to her face. It's the tall of the club. Oh, and just a couple of yards short. Finds the trap. Maybe it's hung up like Cho Ayan's. It's a bit of a stumbling sort of finish to the round for A-Lim Kim. Yeah. So me. Ball just trickling off the front of the green. This third to 17. Touch of class from So Mi. Bogey free on the day, like your leader, Kim Hyo-ju. Keeping those bogeys off the scorecard. Well, she opened with a bogey-free 66 last week at Gimhae Gaya. Wasn't able to sort of move on from there. We'll see if she can get things right this week at the major championship that is the KLPGA Championship. Now to 16, Ko Ji-yu. Off that 3-putt back at 15, so she's back at 3 under. And ooh, seen that a couple of times. She 3-putt at 15 from a 20-foot flat one. She'll do well to 2-putt that. On the 16th, now Minji. Can she find a birdie at the penultimate hole? Downhill slippery one. Don't want to get too frisky with this. Easy to have it get away from you. Gave that plenty of respect, and rightfully so. Now, has that ball stayed out of the bunker? Certainly looks like it for Kim A-Lim. Yeah, just hung up in the rough, but unlike Cho Ayan's, this is not so much an uphill slope, it's a bit of a flat spot, still gently uphill. Same kind of shot required. Open up that face, just play a little stab and run. Well played from Kim A-Lim. She's got that for a 68. It really looked to be so much better. Very much in the conversation through one round here at the 44th KLPGA Championship. Minji cleans up for her part. 2 drop shots on her day. See her back at 3 under and a share of 8th with a couple of players. Check in on Yoon Ina playing alongside Kim A-Lim and Moon Jung-hyun. Just off the left edge of this 18th green. It's gotta hurry. It's gotta hurry. That's not the most positive stroke for last year's Dream Tour moneyless leader. There's work to do for a 72. Moon Jung-hyun, a resilient performance since going 4 over in her first 3. This would be some 73 if this one drops for Jungmin. Say some 73s are better than others. This would certainly be one of the better ones. 4 birdies on the card. That's for a 5th at the last. Oh, it's got a chance. It's got a chance. Oh! Great effort for Moon Jung-min. Still 18 holes to go. Low 60 professionals and ties will make the halfway cut. Hyun Kyung hanging lie on 17. Ball below her feet. Wants to just squirt right. She can use that Little slope on the front right of the green like Park Minji did. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, good effort. That's fine. Certainly worse places to miss the 17th green than that. It's funny, just you look at Park In-kyung and Yoo Hae-ran. They're both at 1 under par for the championship, but you feel Hae-ran has got the maximum amount of her round and Hyun-kyung's got nothing. Perfect spot, middle of the fairway for Hae-ran, trying to bend this one in. And that's more like it from Yoo Hae-ran. Great opportunity for a birdie to come. Now Ina for her par at 18. And a round of 72. Oh, no. Hate three-putting the last. Albeit that first one was from off the edge of the green, but it's going to feel like a three-putt. 1 over par round of 73 for Yoon Ina. Yoo-Joo Kim. Lovely tee shot. 109 left. She's been absolute money from this range today. But unfortunately, commentators curse. His tongue's that a fraction. 18 feet for a birdie. Now, Lim Kim still has to concentrate over this. No gimme. About 4 feet for a 68. Well done. Great up and down. Lim Kim. Now she'll rule the bogeys on 16 and 17. Got a solid opening round of 68 for the 2020 US Women's Open champion. Okay. How does Ko Ji-yoo tackle the riddle of this putt on 16? Just inside of 60 feet. That's not going to be high enough. Easy. Easy. I've seen that a couple of times today. Moon Jung-min. Flag stick back in. That's for a round of 74. That's a good par. It could have gone so badly wrong after that start that she had, but she's fought back bravely. She'll card a 74. And there will be 18 holes more to play for her to try to make the halfway cut. But Kim Hae-lim, best score in that group, 68 to open for her. Ko Ji-yoo for her par at the 16th. Okay. Grabs a piece of the cup and dives in. Nicely done. Avoids back-to-back three-putt bogeys. Keeps her at 3 under and a share of 8th. Scoring has been good here on day one at the 44th KLPGA Championship. Kim Hyo-joo, 2 holes left to play. She leads by 1 over 3. Somi on the last. It's been a productive day. No drop shots on the card. 7-iron. Plenty club. Should carry that front trap with ease. And that gets a rock hard bounce. It's going to finish on the left edge of the green, or the left half of the green. That's a good tee shot from Somi. Plotted her way along very nicely today. Now Hyun Kyung back on 17 with this right to lefter from the front fringe. Slow the first 6-7 feet, then it comes up and over and to her left. Yeah. Tentative on 16, tentative on 17. Really hasn't had her putting boots on day one. Park Min-ji, not really a whole location that suits her eye. She'd have to almost start this at the right edge of the green and just sling a 7-iron around. 6-iron, plenty club. Try to hang back on that, toss it high into the air. Just carries the bunker. It's going to stay up. That's fine. That's fine for Park Min-ji. It's more like it. She hasn't had her best stuff today, but still inside the top 10 at 3 under. That's what champions do. They hang around even when they don't have their best stuff. Now, Hyoju for an unlikely birdie at 17. Yeah, great effort. At a cast iron 4. 4 birdies in a row. Round 11 through 14. Now 3 straight pars. With just the par 3 18th to play. A tournament leader at 6 under par. Kim Hyo-ju. Not a drop shot on her card this opening round. Coming out of the right rough for Hwang Jung-mi on the 16th. Half of the green, and that one is one of the best you're going to see coming out of the rough. Brilliantly done from Hwang Jung-mi. Going to be a slippery one, but that's a putt to get her back to even par. This is a putt for Hye-ran to go to 2 under. Cracking second shot. And a very nice result. A good 3 for you, Hye-ran. Opening bogey, not a drop shot since. Hyun Kyung, this tiddler to stay at 1 under par. That's more like it. Much more positive stroke for Park Hyun Kyung. You get the sense she's going to be heading straight to the practice putting green after signing her scorecard this afternoon. It's been a poor putting display from the 2-time defending champion. Now Park Min-ji coming through some fringe here with the putter. It's on a nice line. A great effort for Park Min-ji, a super roll. And she's going to be relieved, and she'll take a lot of confidence from this opening round. And had those 2-3 putts. But she'll stick her name next to a opening round of 69, leaving her well and truly in the conversation. The 44th KLPGA Championship does have a major title. Came at Rainbow Hills last year at the Korean Women's Open. Now Hwang Jung-mi to get back to even par. Slick putt. It's not that slick. So 1 over par. Hwang Jung-mi will briskly make her way to the 17th tee. Now Somi from long range at the 18th for a birdie 2. A round of 68. Excellent putt. Good for pace. Nice positive stroke. But like Park Min-ji, I feel Lee So-mi is going to scribble her name next to a 3 under par opening round here on Thursday afternoon. An Sung-yi on 15. Only 86 meters left. Get plenty of spin on this. Okay, well played from An Sung-yi. Those players at even par for the moment, trying to get in the clubhouse in a red figure with red figures through the opening round. Choi Rim. Haven't seen too much of her since the 15th hole. Hopefully this is the final stroke on day one for Rim. One more required. Had it to 1 under par around the turn. Just a disappointing finish for Choi Rim. A bogey at the closing hole. It's par 3 18th. Choi Rim. Bogeys at 16 and 18 leave her the wrong side of par with a 1 over par 73. So-mi to tidy up. It's a bogey-free opening round of 69 for Lee So-mi. Good afternoon's work. The 4-time KLPGA Tour champion. Matching the effort of her friend Park Min-ji, who also counted a 69. Let's have a look at this closing par 3 at Ildong Lakes. The glorious par 3 18th can stretch up to 158 meters. Big old penalty area on the right. Again, not going to bother these players this week. The deep bunker at the front of the green certainly will, and the 2 bunkers to the right-hand side might catch out the odd errant tee shot to a back right Sunday pin. The green does camber from left to right and slightly from back to front, but the pin today is cut in a very forgiving section, 28 from the front and 17 from the right. Been a bit of a wait for this afternoon's featured group on this 18th tee, but they're ready to go now, and Yoo Hae-ran, fresh off that birdie at 17, will have the honor. Long left, a pin high left is a pretty popular spot on this 18th hole this afternoon. Must avoid that bunker at the front. Pin high left. No dramas for Yoo Hae-ran on this closing hole. Hyun Kyung. I think it should be a 6 iron for her. Only 9 birdies. 18 has yielded here on the opening date. It's playing just a 1/10 of a shot over its par. Using the far left edge of the tee box. Here's a 6 iron. This looks like it's hitting a fraction right. Oh dear. I don't think she's been as lucky as Lim Kim and Cho Ayan. That might be in the bunker. And it's a deep one. So a long day could get a little bit longer at the end for Park Hyun Kyung. Now for Hyo-Joo Kim, she too using the far left edge of this tee box, trying to open up that green as much as possible. Open up the pin, I should say, in between clubs here. And I don't mind her trying to take the shorter club and really muscle it up there. Get a lot more spin on the ball, a lot more height. Again, she just has to cover, you'd feel, about 146 meters. This green is quite firm. We've seen that before. It's a 7-iron. Sounded a fraction thin. But it's going to release up nicely. You just feel, call it a touch thin, low on the face. Not as much spin, not as much height. And still, gosh, clutching at straws there, because that is another fine iron shot straight at the stick for Kim Hyo-joo. Yoon Kyung in the sand, Heyran pin high on the left. This featured group has not disappointed the patrons that have gathered to watch them here in the opening round of the KLPGA Championship. To 17, and this is a long, awkward pitch shot for Ko Ji-yu. Does help she's pitching back into the breeze slightly. A long, lazy swing required. And she played that very nicely. Here's An to get into red figures on the 15th. Never looked settled on it, never looked comfortable. Just the one birdie and the one bogey in her opening round. And this to stay in that almighty group at 3 under par for Ko Ji-yu. Okay, that's a good up and down. It's a great 2-putt on 16, a good up and down on the 17th for Ko Ji-yu. Keeps her as one of 11 players at 3 under par. Kim Hyo-joo has company at the top of the leaderboard in the form of Kim Hee-ji, who's just picked up a 7th birdie of her opening round. She's on the other side of the golf course. She ties Hyo-joo at 6 under par. The pair of them with 1 hole each left to play. How's that line look for Park Hyun-kyung? From those practice swings, I think, yeah, she is just outside of the bunker. So again, a good break. Not a difficult pitch shot. Lots of green to work with. Like all before her, playing that very nicely indeed. That'll be a good up and down for her confidence. It hasn't been the opening round she was looking for. But to start Friday in the red, that's big. Now out to the ninth, and one of your co-leaders, Kim Hee-ji, with a chance to get in the clubhouse at 7 under, albeit an outside chance. The height of that backswing she took, that's a very slow putt coming up the slope on 9. Well done, nicely judged. So she, you feel, is going to post 66 in the clubhouse. Very nice day's work for the lady who's in her second full season on the KLPGA Tour. But Kim Hyo-joo has this for a 65. You just get the sense there's an ominous sense that this is going to scare the hole. She's been putting so beautifully today for a 7th birdie of Thursday afternoon. Oh, have it. Go on. Simply sensational. Kim Hyo-joo. That's a back 9 of 31. 7 birdies, not a drop shot on the card. She leads by 1 through day 1 at the 44th KLPGA Championship. Not bad for a first start of the year on the KLPGA Tour. Well played, Kim Hyo-joo. Now, Hwang Jung-mi, short of 17. This little fiddly pitch shot. Trying to play it low, skip it through the fringe. Yeah, just took a little sting out of it, but that's okay. Chance for a par. Now there are 2 long putts due on this 18th hole. A run for a round of 69. Crazier things have happened. Feather it down the slope. Is it going to have the speed? It doesn't look like it. No, but you take 2 putts from there pretty much any day of the week. It's a solid opening round of 70 from the 20-year-old. Last week's winner will start Friday in the red at 2 under par and a share of 20th spot. After a rocky start, very nice playing from Yoo Hae-ran, excellent playing from Kim Hyo-joo. Let's not forget about the lady with history on her mind, Park Hyun-kyung, is for par, looking to become the first 3-time back-to-back winner of this championship since Koo Ok-hee in 1982. Yeah, a great up and down. A disappointing 71, if you can call it that, from Park Hyun-kyung, but a steady opening round of 1 under par. She's been lapped by that lady, Kim Hyo-joo, with a sensational 65 to open her campaign this week. Exclamation point of a birdie at the last. Well, there's a bit of tidying up to do for Kim Hee-ji at the 9th. It's for a round of 66. And she'll have it. Just the 1 drop shot of her day coming back at the 13th hole, her 4th hole of the day. She finds herself trailing by 1 after Kim Hyo-joo's remarkable opening round of 65. As for par for Jung-mi and 17. Oh dear, thought that was going to grab a piece of it. It did. It just didn't drop. So frustration for Hwang Jung-mi at the 17. 2 over par. 1 hole left to play on day one for her. Now at the last tee shot for GU. Should be a 6-iron. Made a nice, good move through the ball. And oh, wow. That's a good club too much for KLPGA. That's going to be a very slick up and down required from the back of 18. What an opening round it's been here at Ildong Lakes. KLPGA Championship. Couple of big names in the field making their return from playing on the LPGA Tour. Kim Hyo-joo and Kim A-lim living up to their billing. Hyo-joo, the remarkable 65, a bogey-free round for the former U.S. Women's Open champion, looking to pick up her first ever KLPGA Championship. Is this the week? She certainly got off to the best of starts with that opening round performance. So, slippery from the back of 18 for KLPGA. He's got to carry this about 3 feet on the green. It'll run out the rest of the way. Here it comes. Here it comes. Excellent bit of touch from KLPGA. That remaining for a 69. The 12th round of 69. She can pop that one in. They're playing alongside GU on the left edge of the green. So fairly slick, not as quick as GU's, and don't think she's realized that. Bit sluggish there for Park Seo-jin. Seo-yeon currently 1 over par. This is Park Seo-jin. Little bare bit of turf. Real poor day, 6 over par. Oh, but a good bit of touch from the back edge of the green. That's going to be for a 78. And well, there's going to be a mountain to climb for her to make the weekend. 6 over par through day one. It's possible. It's going to take all she's got and then some. Sporting the Kim Hyo-joo face covering from when she won the HSBC Women's World Championship last year in Singapore. Now, Hong Seo-yeon is for a par at the last. A round of 74. Yeah, not going to get there. So a 75 for Hong Seo-yeon, going to match the effort of prolific KLPGA star Jang Hana. Opened up with a disappointing 75 of her own. Just the one birdie for Seo-yeon, coming way back at the par 3 third. This for the, what did I say, 11th round of 69. KLPGA. well holed, tidy up and down from a difficult spot. Yeah, disappointing finish with that bogey on the 15th. He told her you'd give her a round of 3 under par to start the day. She would have gladly taken it. Seo Jin for her 78. Okay, it's a good up and down, but it's a really rough opening round for Park Seo Jin. No birdies recorded. 4 bogeys and a double. Not going to get the job done this week. She'll start day 2 back at 6 over par. That is going to be 13 shots behind the pace currently set by Kim Hyo-joo after that sparkling 65, a blemish-free 7-birdie round of golf sees the 8th ranked player in the world up by 1 here on day 1 of the KLPGA Championship. Kim Hee-ji, well, 66 was the best she could manage. The lady who finished 3rd on the Rookie of the Year points race in 2021 is just 1 shot back. So with that said, let's get to some highlights on what has been a sparkling opening round here at Ildong Lakes. Kim A-lim, the 2020 U.S. Women's Open champion, had the putter fired up early. They were going in from everywhere for Kim A-lim. First birdie of the day, coming back at the 5th. Wasn't to be her only birdie of the day, of course. A couple holes later, on the par 5/8, green side into plenty of green to work with, but lots of slope to cover, judging them to perfection. A simple tap in for birdie. Get Kim A-lim to 2 under through her opening 8. Deserved the chef's kiss. Brilliant bit of touch from Kim A-lim. She'd follow that one up from, albeit a little bit further range. Second shot from 102 at the par 4 ninth. An absolute dart to set up birdie number 3 and an outward half of 33. She has 2 KLPGA Tour titles to her resume and a major championship, but she doesn't have a KLPGA major championship just yet, anyway. So an outward half of 33. Got the ball rolling for Kim A-lim. One of the other big draws in the field was this lady, Hyo-joo Kim. Second shot into 11th was pure perfection. She went out in 34. And a birdie at 11 is just a taste of things to come on the inward half for the world number 8. On the 12th, a hole ahead was A-lim. Yet another birdie opportunity. The sidewinder finding its target. That took her to 4 under par for the championship, and at that point, within 1 of the lead that was set in the clubhouse this morning by Kim Soo-ji. At the same hole, Kim Hyo-joo delivering the goods once again, right on line, underneath the hole, center cup. So they were matching each other shot for shot, albeit a group apart. Hyo-joo and A-lim tied at 4 under. But there was more to come. From long range at the signature par 3 13th, Kim A-lim would roll in this beauty to make it 3 players at 5 under par. And she was fired up. But anything you can do, this lady can do too. Kim Hyo-joo on the tee, using her speed, trajectory, and spin control to near perfection on the par 3, setting up a 3rd birdie in a row. And all of a sudden, there were 4 players at 5 under par. 2 of them still on the golf course. And then on 15, 1 got to 6 under. Through the green in 2. Pitched it to here. Kim Lim making mincemeat of the par 5s at Ildong Lakes. Third birdie on the long holes. And a hole behind. Kim Hyo-joo, well, doing what she did best. Sticking iron shots from the middle of the fairway. What she did on 11. Pretty much identical result. 4th birdie in a row. And that took her alongside Kim Lim at 6 under par. But Lim would blink with a couple of bogeys at 16 and 17. Hyo-joo, 3 straight pars. And then this to cap off her round of 65 in emphatic fashion. A birdie at the last. 7 unanswered on the day for the world number 8. Looking for her first KLPGA championship to complete the Korean Grand Slam. She's won all 4 of the other majors. This one yet to find a place on her trophy cabinet. But Kim Hyo-joo, a simply sensational 65, sets the pace through day 1 at the KLPGA Championship. Hee-ji, a great 66 with 7 birdies of her own. Soo-ji and Hye-jun, well, they set the pace early this morning with those 67s. Kim Lim eventually signing for that 68. And how about the talented teenage sensation that is Lee Hee-won, also returning a round of 68. But a big bunch of players sit just a shot back at 69, including a bogey-free round from Lee So-mi. And last year's number 1, Park Min-ji. Cho Ah-yeon, well, she managed a 69 of her own. Park Gi-yeol was in the mix last week at Gimhae-gaya. She opened with a 2 under par round of 70, as did Lee Ga-young, still seeking her first KLPGA Tour title. Park Ji-young, we'll see her tomorrow in day 2 coverage. She opened up with a 71, as did Ji Han-sol. Lee Da-yeon, the reigning Hanwha Classic champion, 71 for her as well. And Park Hyun-kyung, chasing history this week, looking to become only the 2nd player to win 3 straight KLPGA championships. She sits in a share of 30th at 1 under par. Song Ga-eun had a rough start, but would sign for a 72. But through one day here at the KLPGA Championship, it's the world number 8, Kim Hyo-joo, who sets the pace at 7 under par after a wonderful opening round of 65. That's all the time we have for day 1 coverage here from Ildong Lakes. We hope you'll join us for tomorrow afternoon's day 2 coverage. Same time, same place. Have a wonderful Thursday, everyone. This is Timothy Lowe saying goodbye for now.